So you want to know how to use tube? Well, follow me. I will be explaining on how to use tube. So, let's go. So what you want to do, start with something like this. Simple, and make sure you have grid on. It'll make it a lot easier. And what you want to do is click edit on your maker pen. And when you click edit on your maker pen, edit the pivot points. Those are the little blue circles on the tube. Once you do that, you have 5 things to do. Select, transform, move, rotate, scale, delete. All of these will be useful. My favorite one is probably move. So you can extend the tube like that. And you can also do this. It can make very weird pieces, kind of like this. You can also move it with your hand. What I like to do is I like to scale it. If I'm making a triangle, I turn off grid, and then I scale it down, just a little bit. So I have this cone shape. Then I move the bottom pivot point up, then I move the middle pivot point back here. Once you've done that, you can rotate it as well. You can make a bunch of stuff with tube, and it's stupid easy to do anything with this. It's the most useful shape out of everything. So, want to know how to make complicated things? Let's go. So, you want to know how to make complicated things. First off, you have to have at least maybe a week of tube experience. Maybe a couple days. That would be good, because it's going to be sort of difficult. What I like to do is turn on grid, snapping grid. You go to snapping on your grid settings, and then turn it to 0.1. That'll make it a ton easier. What you do, you can do this. Make sure you have connect tubes on. Also, you can put on smooth tubes, is what this is. If you want to see what smooth tubes doesn't look like, you can also turn it off with. If you go into the create tool settings, or the tool, you can turn on a bunch of different settings, and you can turn on connect nearby tubes and smooth tubes. This is the difference between smooth tubes and normal tube. So, I like to use normal tube if I'm making pipes or something like that. I like to use smooth tube if I'm making a weapon, a sword, something like that. So, want to always make sure you connect nearby tubes on if you're going to do something like a box, kind of like this. And make sure your grid is a little bit high. But if you mess up, you can always just use the undo button on the top of your maker pen. So, you can make really cool things like this. Boom. I've made a shape. So all you gotta do, you can just delete it, and then you start over again, and this is the difference. So what you want to do, you want to make sort of a pipe, kind of. You can also make it a little bit twisty, kind of like this, I guess. It's not the best though, doesn't look very good, as I was saying. So, you can make really cool pieces with tube. Some of the best creators use tube. And it's super easy to learn how to use tube. So I can make this kind of shape. Kind of like an O. So, you want to know how to make better things with tube. So, tube is really simple and easy how to use. But there's one small issue. The basics are a little bit difficult. Usually. The basics, if you get through the basics, you can get a lot of stuff done through tube. And also, you can use the create tube settings, and you can change the size, the width, the scale, and the facts. Like that, pretty much. There's a bunch of tube settings. You can make your own custom tube settings, and it's a lot easier to build with custom tube settings. You can also color them. If you don't want the regular orange, you can make them different color. Also, if you want your tube to stand out more, you can use materials. I can make it wood, like this. Also, while you're holding the tube, you can also manipulate it, kind of like this. While you're holding it, pretty much. So, you can make really cool designs with this. And you can even get a lot of money after this. You can make tokens, and you can make rooms off of this. And you can make a career in recroom with this. And yeah, that's pretty much the basics of tube. Alright, that's the tutorial, and oh god, he's here. He's here. Stay back. He's here. No!